Welcome everyone. Welcome to another session of Python and R programming, Python strings. So in last two sessions, we discussed about the vocabulary of Python programming and overview of Python data types. So in this session, we'll learn about the most important concept for bioinformatics, Python strings. So we are going to learn about how to create a string, then accessing the content of strings, concatenation or multiplication, copying, deleting or manipulation of strings in this session. So Python string is I'll give an example. Suppose when I say DNA in bioinformatics, DNA, protein sequence, restriction enzyme sites, RNAs and all these things are considered as strings. So DNA equal to ATGCTAG. So this is a Python string. So to define a string is a sequence of characters enclosed in single quotations or double quotes and assigned to a variable name here, and they are used to represent string data or even other data types also. We can call them as strings here. For example, DNA equal to DNA2 equal to A12345 GCT. This can also be a string data type. So first, creation of string is very simple. You define a variable name and give an assignment operator. Then write your DNA sequence in quotes. Quotes are very important in this case. You can use a single quote or a double quote, doesn't matter. So both are same here. By using an assignment operator, variable name, quotations, you can create the string here. Python recognizes everything inside the quotations as a string here, and Python gives numbering to strings, lists, tuples, and the numbering starts with a 0. Let us consider this sequence. Sequence equal to ATCG GTTA. So here the numbering of the first character A is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So in this sequence the first character is A, and to refer to the first character you have to say the first character equal to sequence 0. It indicate the nucleotide A. When I say print first character, output will be A on the screen. So in this way, with starting from 0 number, you can access the characters here, individual characters in a string. And if you want to access more than one character, suppose let us assume that I want to print 80 on the screen. So I have to say sequence 0:0:2. The output will be 80. So here this 0 indicate the actual position, which is starting from the 0, and colon in this case is the range operator, and 2 indicate the number of characters I want to print after starting from the 0 here. So the output will be the first character will be 80 printed on the screen here. And so if you want to join strings, you can use an operator called as plus operator. It is called as concatenation operator in this case here. Assume that you have sequence 1 ATCG and another sequence 2 ZTA. The concatenated sequence will be sequence 1 plus sequence 2, and when you say print, the output will be concatenated sequence AGC GG TA. Using plus or concatenation operator, you can perform joining of two strings. And as I told you, Python strings, they have some specific features. They are ordered, that means the number starts from the 0, okay, and they have some size. You can define the size of a string here. So, or we often call it as a length. String have a length here. To know the string length of a string or determine the length of a string, we use a function called as len function here. So let us assume that I have the DNA sequence AGCG ZTA. So length equal to length sequence and print length. Here len is a keyword. Length is a function, length is a function which requires a parameter, input parameter of DNA sequence. It provides the sequence. The output will be 7. 7 is printed on the screen here, and you can like concatenation, joining the strings, you can also multiply the string. Suppose let us assume that I have sequence 1 and I want to print this sequence 2 times. I want to say ATCG and ATCG. So I can use multiplication operator. So suppose I'll say 2 star ATCG. So when I say multi equals to 2 star ATCG, when I say print multi, output will be ATCG on your screen. So multiplication, concatenations, or length, these are the features of Python strings here. And Python has a specific functions applicable to data types. Those are called as methods. So Python methods similar to functions, but applicable on data types. So you'll understand about what is the difference between function and method in coming sessions here. When I say print, it is a function. When I say length, it is a function. So print, inside you have to provide the input parameter, and length you need to provide a parameter, so that this function will handle here. Now you see the condition of methods here. I have a sequence ATCG, and my task is to convert this ATCG into uppercase ones, ATCG. So to do that, I'll use something called as method here. So sequence dot upper, when I call sequence dot upper parenthesis, and when it is assigned to upper sequence and print upper sequence, ATCG will be printed on the screen here. So in this case, dot upper, it is similar to print and length functions. Similar to print and length. Print and length will work for the data whatever the data you give, whereas this dot upper, it is called as a method. It is only applicable to this sequence data or string data, that is ATCG in this case here. So method